With 3 to 4 bowls, multiple blades, and various attachments, food processors do take up a lot of space in the kitchen. So if your need is only fine chopping, it is better to get a manual or an electric chopper, much more compact and lesser cost. But if you want to do multiple functions like grating, shredding, slicing, juicing, grinding, kneading, or dicing, a food processor is the right choice for you. So today, let's understand how to narrow down the right one for you. I've gone over 50 food processors that are available in the market today to help you identify the best one for your needs. First, we have to decide, should we get a mixer grinder plus a food processor or a standalone food processor? If we already have a mixer grinder at home, then a standalone one would be better, as it will only complement our existing mixer grinder with the food processing jar. Standalone food processors will not have a chutney jar or a blender jar or a juicer jar. They only have the food processing jar. Combo food processors will have a minimum of 4 jars, and they can be used for mixing, grinding, and food processing. Only the Prestige Endura has an extra dry mix jar. In most of the others, dry mixing can be done in the chutney jar or the blender jar for larger quantities. Next, let's talk about the various functions that a food processor can perform. Except the KitchenAid and the Hamilton Beach food processors that I have reviewed, which are only used for chopping, all of the other food processors have the basics like grating, slicing, shredding, and kneading. Now let's talk about where they are different. If you want to dice vegetables into uniform small cubes, either for sabjis or for sambar, not just slices, only the Preeti Zodiac Cosmo supports dicing. For quite a few Indian dishes, especially South Indian cooking, grated coconut is a staple. Most food processors can handle this using the chutney jar for small quantities. But if you prefer the texture of scraped coconut, only the Rico food processor has a coconut scraping attachment. You can also consider standalone electric coconut scrapers if this need is a frequent one. Now let's talk about juicing. All combo food processors support juicing. Standalone food processors do not. Citrus juicing, for example juicing oranges or sweet limes, require a special citrus juicing attachment. All the food processors you see on the screen have a citrus juicing attachment. Except for the KitchenAid food processor and the Hamilton Beach food processor, all food processors are able to knead dough quite well. Now, the processing bowl decides how much or how little we can prep in one go. If we get a very large bowl, then we cannot make small quantities very well. So, here's my guidance. Up to 1.5 liters processing bowl size is ideal for small families or cooking in small batches. Only the food processors you see on the screen have small processing bowls. A processing bowl above 1.5 liters is better for larger families, for meal prepping or bulk cooking. The food processors that you see on the screen have processing bowls above 1.5 liters. Let's talk about the storage of the various food processor accessories. I mentioned it before that storage of a food processor is a big pain, with multiple blades and bowls coming with it. Only the Usha 3811 has a storage box which allows to store the additional blades within the food processor itself. Now, let's talk about the power of the food processor, which is generally measured in wattage. If we have a separate mixer grinder and are using the food processor only for slicing, dicing, shredding, or grating, a low wattage food processor of 500 watts is sufficient. But if we are using the food processor for kneading and other mixing and grinding tasks, then a 750 watt or above is required. Only the food processors you see on the screen are below 750 watts. More often than not, they are standalone food processors. So these should not be used for heavy-duty tasks like kneading, as they can get overheated and stop when it is pushed beyond their capacity. One quick note on the use of food processors. A burning smell during the first 2 to 3 uses is quite normal. It is the motor breaking in, and it is not a defect in the machine. This is a common complaint I have heard. There's not much difference in the speed settings. All food processors include a pulse function, which is useful to break down the ingredients incrementally without putting a strain on the motor. All food processors include 2 to 3 speed settings as well. This is typically sufficient for most food processing tasks. Now, this is standard across all the models, so it should not be a deciding factor whether a food processor has 2 or 3 speed settings. Now, let's talk about warranty and overall satisfaction. Warranty is generally 2 years, with some brands like Preeti, Philips, and Havells having additional 5 years warranty on the motor. Preeti also gives a lifelong free service on select models of their food processors. After looking into hundreds of reviews of the products that I've compared, Philips, Preeti, Usha, and Bosch in general have the best service and product satisfaction. Brands like the KitchenAid and Hamilton Beach have good product satisfaction index but a very low service satisfaction in India. So now that we understand how to narrow down the right food processor based on our needs, let's get to my recommendations for the best food processors in India. My top recommendation continues to be the Preeti Zodiac series. The Preeti Zodiac costs more if we want a fully loaded food processor which includes dicing, or the Preeti Zodiac MG, which is available at around 4,000 lower, but it does not have dicing. Both have a 2.1 liter processing bowl, all mixing, grinding and juicing bowls, and many different blades for food processing tasks. Preeti also gives one of the best warranties with 2 years on the product, 5 years on the motor and a lifelong free service. My next recommendation is the Philips HL7707, the food processor that you see on the screen. This has a food processing bowl of 2.2 liters, a 700 watt motor and all essential food processing capabilities. Compared to Preeti, it does not include a citrus juicing attachment and the dicing attachment, but is available at almost 1,300 rupees lower. It's good enough for medium to large size families. For smaller families or smaller portions of food prep, I recommend the Havells Unity Combo food processor. It has all similar capabilities compared to Philips and Preeti food processors that we've spoken about, but with a smaller processing bowl of 1.4 liters. It does include the citrus juicing attachment too, but no dicing attachment. If you already have a mixer grinder and only want to add on the food processing capabilities, then I recommend the Inalsa Easy Prep. This does not include additional bowls for chutney or blending or juicing. Its main purpose is food processing, slicing, grating, shredding and kneading. It also includes a whisking attachment. With an 800 watt motor and a 1.4 liter processing bowl, it is ideal for small to medium sized families or food prepping in small portions. And lastly, if you're interested in getting a food processor with the coconut grating capability, the Rico food processor is the only option available. It has an 800 watt motor and all mixing, grinding and food prepping capabilities. It has a 2.3 liter processing bowl, so ideal for medium to large size families or for large quantity prepping. If you found this video useful, share the video and subscribe to become part of the 1.9 lakh plus community that trusts us with their decision making. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.